The best dribble moves on NBA 2K25. In today's video, I will show the best dribble moves for two different builds. For any build that is 6'4" or below, I will show you the best dribble moves, whether you're a starter 4 or not. I'll have dribble moves for any rep. And for any taller builds with a lower ball handle, I will also show you guys the best dribble moves for those builds. I'll show you guys exactly how to use some of these moves, the moves that I like to do in game. I do want to start this video off by saying, if you guys aren't a super fancy dribbler like myself, you just like to do the most effective and efficient moves to get open, you don't like to waste any time, you like to score the ball with the fastest and most efficient moves, then this is the video for you. Let me show you guys all the best dribble moves on NBA 2K25 now that we are in Season 2. I don't want to waste any more time. Before I show you guys the dribble moves, all I ask is if this helps you out or you want to support the channel, please do me a favor, drop a like and subscribe if you're new. But let's get into the best dribble moves on NBA 2K25. Now, before we get into the dribble moves, there's only a couple of settings that you need to change on this game to help you dribble. First thing is your pro stick orientation. You're going to want to have this on absolute, so no matter where you are on the court, to trigger your dribble moves, it will always be by pushing your analog stick in the same direction. And next is passive dribble hand switches. You want to have this disabled so that when you're standing still, my player won't just put the ball in your other hand, completely messing up your combo or whatever dribble move you want to do. So let's get started with the dribble moves. I'll go over each of these one by one, and after I show you one that I actually use all the time, I'll show you how to do it, and then I'll go further in depth on what to do in game with that move. So let's start at the top with pass style. Now, I have never used a pass style this year, and the only one that I would recommend somebody use is Tyrese Halliburton. But as you can see right here, it requires an 89 pass accuracy and it's extremely expensive, so not many builds even can afford this. So if you can't get Tyrese Halliburton, I just wouldn't use one. Next is dribble style, and this is arguably the most important dribble move you can have equipped, and you need to use Darius Garland. You see the requirements for it in 85 speed with ball and under 6'5". Remember, I will have dribble moves for you builds that are 6'5" to 6'9" afterwards, but Darius Garland just gives you the quickest speed boost in the game. It gives you the quickest burst, so you need to use Darius Garland. And an alternative is Russell Westbrook. I just think Darius Garland is slightly faster than this. But yeah, those are really the only two you should even think about using, is Darius Garland or Westbrook, and I think Darius Garland dribble style is the best. Next, signature size up, and this is extremely important. Once you hit starter 4, you unlock this move right here, Steve Francis signature size up. It completely changes your game and how you can dribble as a point guard. This Steve Francis move is what every single point guard grinds to starter 4 so that they can get this move. I'm not gassing it, I'm not over exaggerating it. You need to hit starter 4 for your point guard, and you need to get this Steve Francis dribble move. Let me show you why. So this is me just doing the move. As you can see, it is the fastest speed boost you can get going in a direction, right? It's very simple. All you do is flick your analog stick to your opposite ball hand without holding RT, and it gets you the fastest speed boost to that way. You can also LT cancel with it, but you guys see, it's just the fastest way to go left or right with the speed boost. You guys are going to see me right here spamming it with the LT cancel, so you can decide which way you want to go with it. You can do behind the backs off this, your rhythm dribble off of it. There's so many different things you can do with this dribble move. It's just, this is a must-have, and I haven't even really perfected it, right? There are guards out there that have perfected this move. I haven't yet, but it's still that good because it is the fastest speed boost that you can get, honestly. So you can see how good that move is and how it can change how you play. But if you're not a starter 4 yet, use Trae Young signature size up until you get Steve Francis. Trae Young is what I used all the way up until I hit starter 4. But once I hit starter 4, I immediately put on Steve Francis. So starter 4, Steve Francis. If you're not a starter 4 yet, go with Trae Young. Now for your regular breakdown combo, you want to go with this second to last one right here, Kobe White. Now this is a weird one because you would think, why would Kobe White be the best regular breakdown combo? And is this move even important? But it kind of is. I actually use this Kobe White regular breakdown combo a lot. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about with this move. So this move is very, very easy to do. All you have to do is flick up on the right stick, and you saw what it looks like when you let it play out. but what I like to do is cancel it out. You can speed boost off the first one, it'll go between your legs. You can speed boost off the second one. They'll have no idea which way you go. This is a good ISO move, more so than behind screens, but this move is pretty good. You guys see it's very simple to do as well. Just flick up on the right stick without holding RT, and you can speed boost any way. All you have to do is see when that animation plays out. You can see you can do it off the first move, you can do it off the second one, just let it go between your legs a couple times. One of my favorite moves. I've had this on since pretty much day one. It's very simple and very effective. So you see this Kobe White regular breakdown combo is extremely simple to use. Just tap up on the right stick and you get the animation, and you can speed boost off of it multiple ways. Try this out, let me know what you guys think. Now for the aggressive breakdown combo, I'm using Ja Morant. Now I said in the beginning of the video, and I'll say it again, I don't do all these dribble moves to look cool, look flashy, do the fastest moves. I mean, obviously I want the fastest moves, but I don't go into my court and study how to dribble and do all that. I do the most effective moves, and this is just a move that I never thought I needed to learn how to do, so I don't even really use it. But yeah, Ja Morant aggressive breakdown combo is what I have on. Now for escape moves, same thing as the Steve Francis. Once you hit starter 4, you want to equip Trae Young. This has been in the game forever. That's why they locked it behind starter 4. It's extremely good Trae Young escape move for starter 4. But pre-starter 4, I was using Steph Curry, and I'm honestly debating on going back to Steph Curry. Let me show you guys really quickly what Trae Young looks like. Now this is just what the escape looks like when you don't combo it with anything. As you can see, this one goes extremely wide. The other one I'm going to show you after this is more of something you speed boost off of. You like to combo off this, right? I like to do this Trae Young and then combo with the Steve Francis right there. It makes it so you just get a fast speed boost. They don't know which way you're going to go. You see right there, you do the Trae Young into the Steve Francis. It's just, I don't know. This move is very simple to do. It's been in previous 2Ks. We all know how fast the speed boost is with this. The other one I'm going to show you after this is the one that you speed boost off of. This one is more of a combo move. You do other moves with this that makes you go wide. And then this is what Stephen Curry escape move looks like. So this move is extremely wide as well, except you just want to kind of speed boost off this. You want to run off of this move. You don't really want to combo this one with the Steve Francis. It's the complete opposite of Trae Young. You guys can see the combos are kind of weird when you want to do multiple dribble moves. So this one you want to just run off of. You see, you do the move, you run, you get a pretty fast speed boost. This also puts you really wide and gets you open, but I'm using Trae Young right now, and I think I'm going to stick with that for right now. So Steph Curry low-key gives you quicker bursts, but Trae Young gives you wider animations to combo off of. So I haven't fully, decided which one I'm going to use. I'm going to play with the Trae Young one more, but as of right now, I do have Trae Young equipped, but Stephen Curry is very good as well. For combo moves, I also have on Stephen Curry. Same thing. I don't really even know how to use this move, but it's just one I have on. Go ahead and put on Stephen Curry combo moves. Oh boy, and then here we go. The crossover. Luka Doncic crossover. Absolutely broken this year. If you guys have gone against ISO guards, I'm sure you have gone against this a bunch this year. Let me show you guys the power of this Luka Doncic crossover. So this crossover is just what all the ISO players use. It's so overpowered, honestly. All you have to do is flick the right stick to the opposite ball hand as you're running without holding RT, and it'll literally put you around players for easy dunks. If you don't have this on, put it on. Even if you don't ISO, use it. It's that strong. So yeah, this is extremely overpowered. It goes through you, gets easy dunks. It can even speed boost you to the other side of the court. If you can afford this, put on the Luka Doncic crossover. And for the behind the back, Trae Young. By far the best behind the back in the game. Before I had on Trae Young, I was actually using Darius Garland. Now this Darius Garland behind the back makes you go further away, right? If you want to do it behind a screen, this Darius Garland behind the back shoots you super far, but the Trae Young is much quicker. This is kind of like the Jamal Murray behind the back from 2K24 that everyone was spamming, and you can combo off this more. Let me show you guys what the Trae Young behind the back looks like. So the behind the back this year is also really good. I mean, it's not as good as last year, but that's because last year it's the best it's ever been. And this Trae Young move is extremely fast. You want to do it off the Trae Young escape or the Steve Francis. You see, all you do is flick your right analog stick opposite ball hand while holding RT diagonally down. And you see it's very easy to shoot off of. try this out if you haven't already. So yeah, try this Trae Young behind the back if you have it. Darius Garland is also another very, very good option for this, but at the end, I ended up going with Trae Young. For spin, I'll be the first to tell you I don't ever really spin in this game. It's just useless. The only time I'll ever spin is off the triple threat, and I don't do it on this my player. I do it on my other one. But for spin, I have on Ja Morant. For my hesitation, I use Darius Garland. Same thing. I don't really do the hezi that much, to be honest with you guys. But when I do, I guess Darius Garland is just the best one to use. And then step back, one of the most important animations in the game. I like the Luka Doncic step back. You guys see so many guards. It doesn't matter what position people play. Even lockdowns and centers do this step back. I like Luka Doncic. Let me show you guys what this looks like. And I mean, we all know what the Luka step back is. This is all ISO players and people spam to get space. I mean, I do it as well. Let's say you're like at the 3-point line. You want to go a little further back. Just do the Luka step back. Hold RT and go down on the right analog stick. I don't get why they have this move. They took out the LeBron hop back, but yeah, this is extremely good for getting open and creating space. So yeah, it's super, super simple. One of the best moves in this game that every build can do. Basically, it replaces that LeBron hop back that people were doing for years. Just put on the Luka Doncic step back and you can get free threes on people when they sag off. And then lastly, my triple threat style, I use Stephen Curry. Not really that important, but I just like how Steph Curry has the ball close to the ground, so I use Steph Curry triple threat style. So that's all the dribble moves, and very important, you need to make sure you have on Pro 2 dribble pull-up. This build that I'm on right here is my 99 mid-range shot build, and you need Pro 2. It's the best fade in the game, and it is what will allow you to get the best fades that go uncontested, and it's just the best fade in the game, whether you do it from 3 or from 2. And then lastly, make sure you have on Jalen Suggs motion style. This is just what allows your my player to move the fastest when you don't have the ball in your hand, when you're running around, whether it be dexing on offense or playing defense. Jalen Suggs is the best motion style in the game, so make sure you have this on. So here is all the dribble moves. I'll leave this up for a couple seconds, screenshot if you want it fully. And now I'm going to show you guys the best dribble moves for taller builds. Now, I do want to say this build I'm on right here only has an 81 ball control, so I might not get all the best if you're like 6'6", like a 90 ball handle or whatever. I only have an 81 ball handle, but I'll show you guys all the best dribble moves for these taller builds with low ball handle. So to start it off, extremely important is you need to use Zion Williamson dribble style. Now, for the smaller guard builds, I explained Darius Garland gives you the fastest speed boost. Now, Zion Williamson for these taller builds gives you the fastest opposite ball hand speed boost. Let me show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. So you guys are going to see with Zion, you don't want to speed boost same ball hand. Like if I go left, you see how it gives me that hitch. I go right, it gives me a hitch. But watch what happens when I go opposite ball hand. Let's say I want to go left now. See how it gives you a fast crossover? That's what you do with Zion. See, you always want to go opposite ball hand and it gives you like a fast cross. That's why you use Zion Williamson on these taller builds. I'll show you guys one more time. Let's say I want to go right here and it gives you the fast cross. Never go same ball hand. Always speed boost opposite ball hand with Zion William dribble style. The next dribble move is right here, Kawhi Leonard's signature size up. Let me show you guys why I use Kawhi Leonard. See, it's not expensive at all, but let me show you guys why I use this. So this is just what it looks like when you let the animation play out. You see you keep putting it between your legs. The reason I like it is because you can do the little snatch back, use it, they don't know which way you're going, and then cross. See, they don't know which way you're gonna go and then cross. That's why you combo this with the Zion Williamson move, and they have to guess which way you're gonna speed boost to. So once again, this is more so for you tall slasher builds, because I know a lot of like point guards love higher ball handle, but you see, you never go same ball hand. You always want to go opposite ball hand, get the fast speed boost, and that's just how you use Zion Williamson and this Kawhi Leonard signature size up. Next, regular breakdown combo, Zach LaVine. For my aggressive breakdown combo, I use Jason Tatum. For the escape moves, I use Kevin Durant on this build. This gives you a very, very wide, like you see the animation right there, that's the one you go for. It makes you just go extremely wide on this build. For combo moves, I do Kevin Durant on this build. Now, Zach LaVine crossover, I would use Luka Doncic, but unfortunately, I don't unlock it. If you do unlock Luka Doncic, which I think is an 84 ball control, use that. But I don't use Luka or sorry, I don't unlock Luka, so I use Zach LaVine. It's pretty similar. Let me show you guys what it looks like. So you guys are going to see it's just like the normal crossover. Boom, and you go around them and you get the easy dunk. So this Zach LaVine is a good crossover, probably the second best in the game, just not as good as Luka. Let me show you guys. Let's say I'm going left, crossover right. You just kind of speed boost around them. That's what the crossovers do this year. You just get around them with it. One more time, you just end up going around their body with that crossover and get an easy dunk. On this build, I'm using Paul George behind the back. It makes you go extremely far. Let me show you guys what this looks like. So when you do the Paul George, you see how far your player goes to the left or right. It is kind of slow, but if they're playing low, it's very easy to shoot off of. Like, so you're a slasher, you can do these little hop backs into the Paul George behind the back, and you should be able to green those shots. It does get you a lot of room horizontally. As you can see, it pushes you pretty far into the corner, and it's just very easy to shoot off behind the backs this year. For my spin, I use Kevin Durant, and I actually do spin a lot on this build out of the triple threat. I don't ever spin just dribbling normally, but when I get out of the triple threat, I do use my spin a lot. Hesitation, I'm also using Kevin Durant. I use a lot of his SIGs on this build. And then I use Zach LaVine step back. This is the best step back for taller builds. Let me show you guys what this looks like. Everybody knows what the step backs are. It's this. As you see, you just go back with it. You can speed boost off of it, opposite ball hand with the Zion, but you see it gets you behind that 3-point line. This is the most important signature size up for any slasher build, are these step backs. They're just too good. You guys see, put you behind the 3-point line for easy greens because they have to sag off you because you're a slasher. And lastly, I use Stephen Curry triple threat. I just like how he has the ball super close to the ground, so that's what I use. And then Jalen Suggs motion style, just the best motion style in the game for any build, tall or short. And this is what all my dribble moves look like on the taller build with only an 81 ball handle. So that's it. Those are the best dribble moves on NBA 2K25. I hope it doesn't matter what build you made. The only thing is, if you have like a 6'6" ISO build, like a super high ball handle, I'm sorry, I don't really have anything for you. But you shorter guard builds and you taller slasher builds with low ball handle, I had y'all with the best dribble moves in the game and how to use them efficiently. If you guys used any of the dribble moves I showed in this video, or you just want to support the channel, please do me a favor and drop a like, sub if you're new, and I'm out.